What's going on, everybody? Finally got a semi-decent. As you can tell, we got a little bit of snow. It's Saturday again, and it's 42 degrees out. I figured I'll try to do a quick vlog. My goal is to find a spot where I can do a little bike reveal, if you can call it that. Go over my mods I want to do, and then my first impressions of the bike. Because I mean, I've only put like 300 miles or something like that on this, and I've had it in winter, so I haven't really been able to do much. But I'll go over that and let you know my thoughts on it. Man, I think I gained some weight in the past week, because my cheeks just feel real fat today. We're gonna get some boring ride action today. I'm sorry, there's not much scenic stuff around here, and the roads aren't great, so I'm just not going crazy today. Alright, there's a school up here. A tiny parking lot. We're hoping for it. Alright guys, this is it. 2013 Ninja ZX6R. This is the year that they brought the 636 back, and it is a blast. Again, for those who don't know, I came from a Ninja 300. Had it for a couple months. Was referred to by a friend of some killer deals at Don and Roy Motorsports, as they promptly put a bunch of stickers on my bike. Thanks, guys. So I gotta take, I don't know if I'll take them on. I'm pretty lazy. Matches the red. I might even leave them on. Alright. What have I done so far? Not much. Getting the bike was the main goal. We got the Shogun frame sliders. The TechSpec SnakeSkin tank grips. If I did that over again, I'd still get those, but I get the 5-piece. The ones that go right there are seemingly going to be really helpful, I think, and I don't have them. Unfortunately, you can't buy those two separate. You have to buy the 5-piece, or else you do the universal kit and just cut them yourself. So, screwed myself on that. People looking at tank grips, love the snakeskins, recommend them. Get the 5-piece. See, I also got the 2 wheels, Shorty levers in red, the adjustables. I like them a lot so far. My only gripe with them is that there's more wiggle room like this than I would like. From my knowledge, I think you can tighten them up. As you can see, it's not 100% flush, so I think I just need to tighten them up. Did a big install day with my buddy, and just wanted to get them functioning. I also got the 2 wheels little bolt replacement things. Thought I'd add some red. I don't know, I think it came out alright. Happy with it. Next we got the reservoir cover. Super Asian Mario and Yoshi. Which, I mean, who doesn't love? That's just great. You literally ride a Yoshi, that's phenomenal. Last but not least, the M4 exhaust. And this thing is a beast. I love it. Again, I spoke about it in the other video. No regrets. It's a bit loud. I don't know how much you can hear in the videos. The Senna does a pretty good job as far as focusing on your voice. I don't have that little button turned on where it gets the ambient noise surrounding you, because I didn't feel it was necessary, because you can still hear it in the video. You know, we'll do is start out some revs, and hopefully it'll be able to pick it up a little bit. For people who are considering it, I don't know the laws as far as sound goes on an exhaust. I know some states have specific laws, and I imagine that they're, I don't know, stricter than others, but I would imagine you won't get pulled over strictly for your exhaust unless you're just being a douchebag. Let's try to do a little startup. Here's a little startup you get. Very exciting. I'm like out of breath. God, such a fat piece of shit. Okay. Down here, you got your engine temp. This is your different trip button. You got trip A, trip B, your miles per gallon that you're currently doing, your average since you first got it, unless you reset it, that's what you're going to be getting right there. So I'm averaging 35.5. I don't know if that's average, good, bad. It's a super sport. If you're looking for miles per gallon, you're not going to really be too thrilled, I bet. Not that 35.5 is bad. I mean, better than a lot of cars out there, so I don't know. Can't complain. Then you got your clock. A lot of people hate that you can't have your clock up while you're riding. There's only one thing that you can have up there. So that's kind of a pain. There's my odometer, 329, and then back to trip A. I use trip A for my gas I literally just filled it up, as you can see, 3 miles ago. I haven't really pushed it until I think it's going to run out. The fuel light that comes on is pretty intimidating. You get that little gas can that comes up right there, and then like a little thing comes up right here, and it says fuel, and it like flashes at you. You can turn it off if you just hit the trip button again. Down here you got the different power modes. Again, I don't know how my camera's angled, if it's going to pick this up. It's got that wide view, so I think it should. If you hold it down, you'll see it changes right here. I went to full, low, full. Since I've gotten it, I've kept it in low. Again, I got it in winter. Once the weather is consistent and there's not shit on the roads, I'm going to put in full power mode, see what it's got. That being said, this thing has plenty of power in low. Don't be fooled because it says low. It'll get you where you need to go. Same with the traction control. Right below it says 3. There's 3 or 4 if you consider off mode. So, or change that, it's just the button down here. Hold it, goes to off. Hold it again, 1, 2, 3. 3 is meant for like slippery roads, raining, etc. Here's the neutral light, just like that, standard. Let's start this thing up, shall we? Now, I've been riding it for a couple miles now, so right now it sounds kind of tame. I'll do 2 different reviews, because when I watch videos and I like see people revving and they're just like zoomed in on the exhaust, to me that doesn't give like a great perspective of where it's at, because you don't know if they're revving to 5,000, 10,000, you don't know. So I'll do a couple random revs with my helmet kind of close down there, and then we'll do a couple revs, and I'll try to show you what kind of RPMs I'm hitting on these. So it's pretty loud. That little kid over there started staring. And then we got the so yeah, it's definitely loud when you hit those peak RPMs. I guess that we'll talk about next. I do want to get a fender eliminator, and I'm in the air about integrated tail light. The tail light doesn't look bad at all. I mean, it really doesn't. You know, I'll need the blinkers in the back, so I'll have to get integrated, and I'll have to use probably the stock blinkers and set them back, so I don't know. I could clean it up and just get an integrated tail. I don't know, I'm still in the air. I've a lot of purchases lately for this bike, and everything kind of adds up. It's February. You know, I've got no rush. I'm going to go to the motorcycle show next Saturday, a week from today, with a couple guys. So maybe, I don't know, I'll run it by them, see what they think. But any opinions, guys? If you either did one or the other, and if you did it again, would you do it differently? I don't know. Let me know. I've also been on a couple forums. 2 shout-outs to the Ninja 300 forum, which was awesome. I'm still part of because the people there are great. The best part about the Ninja 300 forum is that, or any forum of like a, I don't know, a smaller engine bike, is that you get a lot of people who are new to riding. And there's not really like a, you get a couple people that'll kind of give you some shit for asking questions that might be stupid or something like that. But for the most part, everybody's really nice and respectful as far as new people coming to the community and asking questions, and people respond and be like, yeah, man, don't worry about this, this, and this. You know, we all been there. So that aspect's been great. And for that, I love it, and I'm still going to stay on it and be active on it. The other forum I'm on is ZX6R. I've recently talked to a couple guys on there that hopefully will result in a meetup come the actual riding season. That'd be awesome to get a couple new guys to meet up with that are maybe willing to go out on a pretty consistent basis. I don't know about you guys. I kind of find it hard to find people in Chicago to ride with. So, I mean, you go at any forum, car, motorcycle, anything with wheels, and California just blows up because why wouldn't it? Because it's always perfect out. So, that makes sense. To my first impressions. First impressions of the bike. It is fast. Really fast. But yeah, overall, I haven't had a lot of riding experience with it. Again, just 320 something miles on it, all during the winter months, so haven't opened it up too much. Again, just staying on the low power mode. As far as the ride and comfort, I mean, it's a super sport. It'll be a little aggressive for some people, but getting into a super sport, I think you already know that the position of is going to be a little aggressive. It's going to be a little more demanding of your body to try to maintain the proper position, which if you get a super sport, one of the first things you should get is tank grips. I mean, there's no question about it. People always talk about, well, your first stop in city traffic, you're just going to hit your nuts, and that is 100% true. My nuts and tank were best friends for a couple weeks. Now, there's a little separation between them, as you can see. But yeah, so tank grips, a must. Again, 5-piece, get it. Well, my first impressions don't have much to say. I don't have many negatives about this bike. I also haven't really ridden many super sports, so I don't have a lot to compare it to. The biggest comparison I can give you is to my 300. 300 is going to be a little more nimble, it's a little lighter, but when you get on super sport and you go around turns, you just feel so much more planted. I just had the stock tires on the 300, and a lot of people on the forum were saying that they're really shitty tires. Being my first bike, I didn't really know a shitty tire from a really good tire, so those are all I rode. And you did feel, I don't know, I don't want to say unstable, but you definitely felt the tires weren't the grippiest. But I didn't have any problems with them. No bad stories to talk about. But yeah, on this bike, you just feel so planted in turns. The heavier base definitely helps with the winds too. On the 300, when the wind came, you could feel it. It'll push you a little bit. Alright, well maybe that'll end the old moto vlog for right now. Last time I did a terrible job, I didn't even say goodbye at any point, so the White Ninja out.